Listeners, that's good. That's good. Well, I'm very happy to be here and at the storytelling conference, and I've really been enjoying everything today. Let's have a big hand for all the presenters so far. Where I come from, a little small community, we have a lot of protocols that the elders advise us to observe. And one of them, they say, when you go someplace amongst people, they say you should honor your host, honor them, show them some respect, acknowledge them. And so one of the ways they say it's good to honor your host. Since I'm your guest here, one of the good ways to do that is to sing for them. So I'd like to offer a song for all of you here. I guess you could say I'm a guest, but also I'm Anishinaabe too, because my wife is from Turkey. She's right there. You can wave. We have a little daughter there. She's half Turkish right there. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll just take the role as a guest here, and I'd like to sing for all of you. And so I'd like to offer a song. This song is going to be an eagle song. Now, before I sing that song for you, I'll tell a little short story about the eagle. And according to a legend, long ago, there was a great flood, and the whole earth was destroyed, was inundated by this flood. And there's only one survivor, one human survivor, and this was a woman. So this woman was rescued at the last minute by a great eagle. So this great eagle came swooping down from the heavens. The eagle came down and then plucked this woman from certain death out of the floodwaters. And this woman flew, the eagle flew with her, took her across the waters, and they flew in search of a place to land. There's no place to land. Finally, in desperation, they sighted one place left. Only thing left was the top branch of the tree of life. And there they landed, and there they were safe from the flood. And there they waited until the floodwaters began to recede. The waters went down, and eventually the earth appeared. And as the floodwaters continued to recede, the earth became broad, became beautiful, became green and colorful, fruitful and abundant, very fragrant, just like today. And so according to this legend now, it's just a legend, from this eagle and from this woman, from there descended the human race. Human race came from there. And they spread out, all the descendants spread out all over the world, every place. And now that's the legend. But there's an addendum, or another part that's added on top of this, because the prediction is, or the fortune, or the prediction is that someday the descendants would all come back and see each other. And we see this. Different parts of the world, you see that the mankind, tidal wave of humanity has overflowed boundaries, and we can see people of all kindreds, all diverse peoples intermingled in different parts of this world. So we see that. And just like my little daughter I was pointing out, is a result of that as well. And this, there's another part of this legend that says that someday a generation would appear and they'd be able to open their eyes and to see that spirit of the eagle within each other's hearts. We know that there's war, continues up to today, but this legend tells that someday a generation would appear like this. And so that recognition is like that spirit of nobility. So I'd like to dedicate this eagle song to all of us eagles in here. You have to use your imagination. But the eagle represents our ability to activate our wings of knowledge, wings of understanding, and to soar to great heights together. So with that, I'd like to dedicate this song. It's a song of the eagle that's flying early in the morning in the pre-dawn darkness. And this eagle somehow is inspired to fly up out of the darkness. So the eagle begins to ascend, begins to fly up. And the eagle flies so high that the eagle sees the light coming into the world. And at that moment, the eagle cries out in joy. He says, "Mie tļokéya ampetu owakie." In other words, he says, I am the first to fly with the new day. Next part says, "Wambaligaleshka naha nunca sa hea u chanke mie tļokéya ampetu owakie." In other words, and this is what the golden eagle and the bald eagle say as they fly with the new day. So it doesn't matter what kind of eagle you are, any kind of eagle that you see. Doesn't matter, you could be a golden eagle, you could be white, you could be brown, you could be black. And like here today, I noticed there's quite a few bald eagles. So I'd like to dedicate this song to all of us eagles here and the eaglets, like my little daughter. This is our day to soar. Tjokéya Hey, now give yourselves a big hand. That's for all of you eagles out there. So that song is in our local language that we have in where I come from in South Dakota, and we're reviving our language quite a bit now. It was at one time forbidden and severely persecuted by the U.S. government, but now we're trying to bring it back. And at one time, now, of course, there's still a lot of language. I was talking to, where's Rachel? She's back over here. It's from Montana. Yesterday, I was telling the kids some words from different languages in Montana. I was over there a few weeks ago, and I wanted to set this up because, see, that song was in my language, but every different ethnicity, every different people has their own language. And it can be a big problem when you travel to have, the language barrier to overcome. And so what they did, I'll give an example. Again, I'll pick on the state of Montana. I'll say a simple word in some of the languages spoken in Montana. I'll say the word for coffee. So a few weeks ago, I was on the Crow reservation, Crow tribe. In the Crow language, the word for coffee, they say bili ishpida, is coffee. If you go up to the Fort Peck reservation, they have a Assiniboine tribe there. In Assiniboine, they say huchnachiap, is coffee. In Browning, Montana, Blackfoot, they say nitape shikshikani, is coffee. They also have at Rocky Boy, they have two tribes. They've got the Cree. And Cree, the word for coffee, they say bigatewa pui, is coffee. They've got Ojibwe speakers there too. They say makade mashkiki wabu. Don't ask for decaf or cappuccino there, see? Now, do those languages sound the same? No, they're totally different. So this is what they did, is that long ago they created the world's first standardized universal language. And it's a silent language, and all the words are created with your hands. It's a form of sign language. And so I'll just demonstrate a little bit of that for you. And now, like I said, it's silent, but what I'll cheat on this just a little bit. Since you're not too familiar, I'll say the English word along with each sign. And by the way, we're going to be teaching this at Sitting Bull College this summer, the sign language, because it's really good to use with stories and introduce language to the kids in the schools. But anyway, I'll dedicate a short prayer here. We're almost closing the conference. And now, even though it's a prayer, don't close your eyes. Keep your eyes open, because when I get done, I might give you a little test. Okay, now roll that CD track and just roll it soft now. Great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the wind, and whose breath gives life to all the world. Hear me, I am small and weak. One of your many children am I. Let me walk in beauty and make my eyes always behold the red and purple sunrise. Make my hands respect the things you have made, and my ears sharp to hear your voice. Make me wise that I may know the many things you have hidden in every leaf and rock. I seek strength, not to be greater than my brother, but to fight my greatest enemy, myself. Make me always ready to come before you with clean hands and straight eyes, so that when life fades like the fading sunset, my spirit may come before you without shame. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, so now I'll just give you a little short test. You'll see how easy it is, and the way I'll do the test, I'll say the word in English. Remember, it's a silent language, so I cheated. I said the English word along with each sign. So now, for your test, I'll say the word in English, and you all make the sign, okay? I'll think of something hard now. Okay, yeah. Show me the sign for voice. It can be talk, speak, tell, say, all those. What is it? One sign. Very good. You can go like this. You can use your left hand or your right, either one. That's what you call bilingualism, right? No. Oh, I forgot to say our word for coffee in my language. It's Starbucks. Oh, yeah. Okay, show me the sign for to hear. Very good, to hear. How about to behold or look or see? How do you do that? Very good. How about the sign for walk? How do you do walk? Walk. Very good. How about the sign for sunrise? Remember sunrise? Like that. Very good. How about sunset? Just very good. You guys are doing so good. How about the sign for a leaf? A leaf. The leaf. Very good. Just like that. How about the sign for rock? Rock on. That's good. All right. How about the sign for wind? The wind. Very good. Just like that. Yeah, of course, you can't see the wind, but you can just see the effect of the wind, like over the treetops, grass, water, snow, like that. And now, hey, I'll give you a couple extra credit questions. All right, I know a lot of you are students here, and so we'll do these together, and then you figure out what it is. So everybody try this. Put your hands up like this, everybody. And now just move your fingers and bring them down. What's that? Rain. Yeah, English you say rain. And there's over there where I live, they always say, ask if I could do a rain dance. But actually, I never saw that. Where I live, it's on one side of the river, it's all tribal members, Lakota people. Other side is all German, ethnic, they call them German Russians. And it's interesting, the older people, their passports are all stamped Odessa because they immigrated from the Ukraine, and they came right through here. And when they got to New York, they sent them out to the Dakotas for homesteading. But anyway, I always say that when we want rain, we just hire the German polka bands to come over and play and dance. That's how we do it. But anyway, that's rain. Now try this one. This one starts out a little bit higher. And I don't know if you have this, but it starts out as rain, comes down a little ways, hits a cold zone, turns to ice, comes down really fast, hits hard. You ever heard of this? What is that? Hail. In English, it'd say hail or freezing rain or something like that. Try this one. I don't know if you have this kind of weather either, but this one comes down kind of soft. No, that one's snow. That's the sign for snow. Try this one. It's just your, again, I don't know if you have this kind of weather here. It's just your pointer finger, but it's a real quick zigzag coming down. Lightning. We'll try one more. We'll set it up. We'll do the sign for lightning, and when we get to the bottom, we'll clap once. We'll do it on the count of 3. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What's that? Thunder. Yeah, give yourselves a big thunderous hand. I'm going to go a little bit overtime on this here, so, but I wanted to do that. You guys did really good, by the way, on that. And anyway, I brought some visual aids here with me today. And I'd like to, can everybody hear me okay? If I lose the mic? Okay, good. And you can leave the house lights on. It's a lot better for me. Good. Anyway, I'll just lose this for a few minutes. And so they even have this dance. It's called the hoop dance. And I brought quite a few hoops with me here. And basically, the hoops that I'll be using are in 4 colors. It's black, red, yellow, and white. And these 4 colors represent the different directions, different seasons and elements, the different winds that blow over the world. Also represents the different kinds of people as well. And go ahead and put the house lights on too. I like it a lot better to see everybody. And so then this is the real universal symbol everywhere you go in the world. It pretty much means the same thing for everybody. The shape represents, like I said, peace and unity, represents harmony, represents beauty, represents holiness, perfection, continuity, all these things represents well-being. And so the dance itself is said to be a prayer, and the prayer is for well-being, not just physically or mentally or emotionally, but basically spiritually, and of course not just individually, but collectively, everybody. So it's a prayer for everybody. And I use mostly wooden hoops here, and just get the material. I usually use willow, and just soak it and then bend it and get a good round shape there. And then now I'm just going to do part of this dance. There's like there's a hard part and an easy part. So I think and there's different levels of difficulty. And I think today, especially given the jet lag and my age, I'll just do the easy part. Okay. The hard part is, a lot of people don't know that, but the hardest way of doing that is one hoop. It takes a lot of speed, a lot of dexterity, a lot of coordination, a lot of agility, a lot of athleticism, because that's what you're doing. Is manipulating the hoop really fast. And as you add hoops, it really gets easier and easier because you're just making designs. So I won't do that real hard part from 1 to 5 hoops. I'll just do the easy part. I'll start with 6. Go to 28, okay? All right, we'll do that. Okay, now, since I'm going to skip over that part with the hard part from 1 to 5, I'll just give you a real quick overview. Quick overview of some of the designs, because like I say, it all tells a story. And so basically, when you start with one hoop, what you're doing is you're expressing your place, your identity. We all exist in this creation. It's a part of this, it's an integral part of the creation. So you use one movement maneuver. You can go from hand to hand, different ways. You can think all different ways. But basically, all those designed to do is just share the joy of being alive, being a part of this creation, being able to interact day to day in the world. And then we can go to 2. We go to 2 hoops. And again, 2 hoops would be just to begin the story. And the story is basically it's the most significant or most important. Can you all hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. What we reproduce or recreate is designs that remind us of the miracle or the phenomenon of spring, which we can see in full effect now outside today, especially this in this latitude that we're in. We just had what do they call vernal equinox. The first day of spring was last week, and it's affected by different forces in nature. One of them would be the moon. So you can maybe use a white hoop for the moon. But the main one, of course, is the sun. The earth is rotating, and every day it becomes longer and longer. And we can see all of creation is reaching up to receive the embrace of that energy. It's light and heat, basically it's solar energy, light and heat. And everything depends on that, we know. You and I also depend on that, our physical part. But what we're accentuating today is the spirit, the human spirit, and that requires much more. We need to have the light, but we need the light of knowledge every day. And of course, through storytelling, we can enable that beautiful light, that human light to penetrate. It's really from a higher source, but it comes indirectly through you and I. We can also send that warmth, just like the warmth of love, which is divine, but you and I can transmit that to the young kids. And we all need that, children of all age, because we need that in order to progress, because every day in life, we're taking a step. We're advancing on the journey of life. So as we go on this journey, we go through stages, all of us. And so sometimes in life, we reach an impasse or something blocks our progress. And so as we, no matter what age we are, so a lot of people just, when they get stuck, they just feel like giving up. But we can't do that. We have to keep struggling to get through that, whatever that is, holding us back. And when we do that, then we continue to reach up. Just like, again, a plant in the spring, reaching up higher every day to receive a fuller portion of that beautiful light, that beautiful energy. Then as we do that, just like a tree, we begin to branch out. We begin to reach upwards. And as we reach up, like you and I together, then we can suddenly have, what do they call that? In Igalubla is a epiphany. You ever heard that word? We have insights. Just like for instance myself, I could look out here and see a whole room full of strangers. I don't think I met too many of you yet. Or I can look out here and see like a whole room full of flowers. We can all blossom every day. We can all effloresce. We can all bring forth color, beauty, blessings, fragrance. I can look out and see a room of strangers, or look out and see a whole room of stars. It's like when we're lost or disoriented, we look to the north and see that beautiful North Star. It gives us guidance. Or we're dejected, we lost hope. We can look at the darkest hour before the dawn, see that morning star coming up. A lot of you are this way for many people. All of you are. Or I can look at strangers, or I can see a whole room full of eagles ready to soar on your wings of knowledge. Make sense, everybody? Okay. Okay, again, so what I'd like to try and do is to get through this, and then as soon as I get done, I did bring some extra hoops, and I'll just take a few minutes, and we can probably get a few volunteers, maybe about 10 or 15 volunteers. So just put that in your mind. In about maybe, I'd say about 7 or 8 minutes, we can ask for a few volunteers. Does that sound all right? It's all right. We'll get a few from this side. It'll be a lot of fun for me. It'll be entertaining for me anyway. But in the meantime, again, it's a story. It's like the unfoldment of springtime. But you know, as we know, the springtime that we really want in the world is a springtime that autumn and winter can never overtake. And where does that happen? Right in here. That's right. So that's what that prayer is all about, right here. Is everybody right? So if you see a design in there, you can applaud, but don't applaud me. Just encourage yourself. Like I say, the colors represent different people, like all working together. So go ahead, track 3. These are some recordings from back home, some singers. Here we go. They're actually from Montana, these singers here. yourselves a big hand. Wasn't that easy? So easy. So again, what we're doing here, it's a prayer. And the prayer is that we can achieve that reality. It's a story too, of becoming our fullest, achieving our highest potential. To be like that eagle that can soar aloft. We can claim our innate nobility, our purpose, our vision. And what does that eagle see? What is that vision when it soars so high? Does it see all these barriers of a race, ethnicity, nationality, or language? No, can't see that. What the eagle sees is this. I made that design. You can see it. It's a model or a diagram of the world. You can see it's comprised of all the hoops, like I said before. The hoops represent peoples, diverse peoples, and it's also my crystal ball. See, you ever heard of this crystal ball? I don't know where that idea comes from, but in the crystal ball, you look through it, and you can look into the future, see? And I can do that. See, I'm doing that right now. I see that future, but you don't have to look far because it's right here. It's right now. It's all of us. It's all of you and me together, working together, realizing that we all have something so important, so integral to add to the aggregate. So important that if anybody gets left out, the result, doesn't matter which one you leave out, but the result will always look the same no matter which one you leave out. See? We know that because we've been there, we've done that. But what we're accentuating here is our ability to create patterns of unity. Just like how do we interconnect? How can we advance? The answer is together. We can advance on that journey together. As we advance on that road, surely we have a lot of obstacles, as we know. A lot of hatred, prejudice, ignorance, all of this. But only together can we go beyond that, cross that bridge or go beyond that rainbow. And of course, from there, the only option is to go up, to achieve that summit, that pinnacle. Then what do we do from there? Well, the only answer together is to activate our wings, to soar together. And as we do this, then we can envision and see how it's possible to create what we all need, which is a sense of security, a sense of safety, because every eagle needs a nest. We all need that. Like the school here is good for that. The kids have that sense of purpose, sense of belonging, a place where they can stand, a place where they can open their eyes, a place where they can stretch their wings, a place from which they can soar. So with that, I think I'll skip over that participation. I already went overtime, but nonetheless, I do come to Turkey. My wife's here, and if any of you want to invite me to your school or something, I'd be happy to do that. I've got some cards for that. But everybody give yourselves a big hand. Thank you so much. A big hand for the college. Ilhas Koleji.